is 7 p.m. and I'll ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Commissioner Waldridge?
Yes.
Commissioner Tippett?
Here.
Commissioner Wiseman?
Present.
Commissioner Sauer?
Here.
Mayor May?
Here, we do have a quorum present. We have one item to consider, the adoption of an order related to assignment of city manager duties. So I'd entertain a motion.
Move to approve, Mayor.
Moved by Commissioner Tippett,
Second, Mayor.
second by Commissioner Wiseman. Is there any discussion? If not, I'll ask the clerk to please call the roll. Oh, did you have, sorry, Commissioner Sauer, did you have your hand up? Sorry.
Well, I'll explain my vote, Mayor.
And then explain, please.
Commissioner Waldridge?
My vote will be no, and I will explain as I don't think that it is in the best interest for us to be changing and doing what we're doing now, when we can easily move someone over without doing that and moving someone from one position to another with such great responsibility to the city. Our emergency management needs to be there. 75% of his time day to day is emergency management with COVID right now. And I think it is irresponsible and poor leadership to move him out of his position over to the city manager position. Thank you.
Let's do this. Okay.
Commissioner Tippett?
Yes.
What do I do?
You should be on.
Commissioner Wiseman?
Yes, and I'd like to explain my vote as well. No, I asked Mr. Russell yesterday for his resume, just so I could review again before we made this official vote. And for the last 39 years, Mr. Russell has been serving our community with great distinction. For 27 of those years, he served as a firefighter where he excelled and began our technical rescue team, among many other accolades. In 2008, he was named our deputy director of our emergency management office, which I think much of the community doesn't understand the extent of debt that we owe those guys working in that department. He served that role for over 5 years. And for the last 7 years, he's served with distinction as our director of emergency management, which serves the entirety of Franklin County. And in the last 5 months, Mr. Russell has served all of us, ensuring our community's safety and in helping everyone and in continuous communication with all members of the commission. I've been more impressed with an employee that I've dealt with in my entire career thus far. And for his professionalism, ability to work seamlessly with all parties, without ego, without any self-interest, I believe there's no better person than Mr. Russell for this position. And in a time when our community's safety and stability is such an issue, there could be no other better choice. And I have to say that I believe anyone that would not support Mr. Russell for this position is not keeping our interests of our community at heart or foremost, and instead is rather playing politics. And I wholeheartedly support Mr. Russell, and I believe with his leadership, I fully have faith in him and our entirety of our staff to continue in what I know is an upsetting instance in our community's time. So thank you.
Commissioner Sauer?
I vote yes. I don't have any prepared statement other than to explain my vote. We have a person before us who has extensive knowledge of the city of Frankfort. I think that's important. That's paramount importance in this time, I think. Secondly, a person that has extensive knowledge of the city of Frankfort and all of its departments. I am glad to understand that he has 2 assistant directors in emergency management that will carry on and do a grand job. From this point on, Tommy, you're going to be the face of city government. You have supporters, you have detractors in the community. Let's change those detractors to supporters. by your wonderful work that you do for the city of Frankfort in this interim position. Thank you.
Mayor May.
I vote yes, and I want to thank the members for supporting Mr. Russell, and also say I've known him for many, many years, and he's a true leader and someone with a calming voice, and he knows how to work with people across all spectrums, and his tremendous understanding of leadership is second to none, and I believe he will be a very calming hand when we need that right now. And I also want to thank his deputies, our deputy directors, Mark Wood and Ray Kinney, for the wonderful job that they do, and that they will step in and do what they need to do. But these individuals answer the call to service. They have answered the call to service for, in Mr. Russell's case, for over 40 years, which is a remarkable career in public service, and I know that he will serve well, and once people get to see how this works, they'll be very pleased. I vote yes, and that concludes our agenda. Next item of business will be adjournment.
Move to adjourn, Mayor.
Moved by Commissioner Wisman,
Second.
second by Commissioner Sauer. Any discussion? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Waldridge,
Yes.
Commissioner Tippett,
Yes.
Commissioner Wisman,
Yes.
Commissioner Sauer,
Yes.
Mayor May.
Yes, and thank everyone. Again, thanks to FPB for always being able to provide coverage of our meetings. We thank you all so much, and all of our staff. Thank you.